Hi, bipolar back room at 4:30. I wasn't sure if my laptop would give me a hard time, so I'm trying it out. Today we're going to talk about other therapies besides CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Um, if you just give me a minute, I'm consulting my own dissertation. Uh, Here we go. Psychoeducation is the first one. It's one of the interventions used to support college and university students with mental illness. These are my own words. The goal of psychoeducation is to provide students with accurate data about the problems in their higher educational experience, with the intention of motivating them to act propitiously and effectively to resolve problems as they appear. Some of the references are Conley, Durlach, and Kirsch, 2015. Psychoeducation is the most valuable in the first year of college. Remember, I said people drop out after the first year and don't come back the next year. Some people drop out the first semester and don't come out back the second semester if it's mental health issues. And that comes from Bourdon 2020. Psychoeducation provides insights into the programming outreach initiatives on college campuses. If you go to college with a mental illness, it might be worth looking into their counseling center, looking into if they have this possibility, if you would have to leave for a leave and come back rather than apply all over again. There's things to consider. This could happen by distributing pamphlets or hosting speakers, which I wanted to do on different college campuses. I may get to that. The goal is to ensure that stigma is limited and encourage everyone, that those with mental illness, to receive information on how to address mental health. A common goal of psychoeducation is to reduce mental health symptoms and adverse events among college students. That's from Kligman 2020. Notice that my references are getting newer, and that's helpful. An example of this is with suicide prevention. I don't really want to talk about that. That would be, I would have to check with YouTube, because that's a topic that's very, very sensitive. Okay, we have I don't know why I'm using this, you can't see it. Progressive muscle relaxation technique. Progressive muscle relaxation techniques are based on the psychological thinking that stressed people have tense muscles. And that comes from the nursing textbook. Therapists demonstrate the activities using verbal and visual instruction. Parts of the therapy include leg stretches, leg circles, spine stretches, breathing patterns, also utilized by BAS 2021. Progressive muscle relaxation is a way in which your muscles are tensed, released by patients in a certain order: feet, left leg, right leg, buttocks, thighs, stomach, back, neck, arms, shoulders, jaws, face, and eyes. That's from Eppelbaum in 1970. I don't know why she let me do such a older. So, in whether you do this with a therapist or not, you can lay down on the floor in your house and go from relax my temples, relax my jaw, relax my neck, and all the way down to your feet. I've tried it with some success. Maybe it's more successful if you actually have a doctor or a counselor in the room with you. Resiliency training is another therapy. Resiliency training is a student-directed intervention that promotes stress reduction and increases resiliency. Downs at Eisenberg 2002. Eisenberg, look him up. He has 3 or 4 books, probably more, 3 or 4 books that were involved in my dissertation. He's an expert and has much expertise. Um, It is designed to create present moment awareness through mindfulness and a cultivation of higher principles of gratitude, compassion, acceptance, forgiveness, higher meaning, and purpose. That's Olson 2015. So I have this little thing about mindfulness. Maybe I'll say it the time I talk about it the most. But for now, if you know what mindfulness is, I'd Google it. The AI that comes up with Google usually has 5 sentences that help you out. In the first appraisal level of intervention, a student is helped to identify a situation or event that could be threatening, like getting on an elevator. Now, where am I? On a second level, the coping strategy positively influences a student's ability to the management of stressful event or situations. Kasich, 2019. So this comes from listening to some of Dr. Jordan Peterson's videos when he would help people with just elevator issues. You start from a distance. Each day you come a little closer. A day you're right in front of it. A day you go in without making it move. A day you go in and make it move. And with repeated of this resiliency training, you can break some phobias. I've never tried it, but I bet it, I have a strong feeling it works. Psychodrama is an expansion of therapies that are used in a group format. These therapies have been created to problem-specific treatments. Classical versions of psychodramas are suitable for specific populations. It is sophisticated and delicate method used with care. The method is to help a person adjust to the situation rather than transform it. This comes from the nursing mental health textbook as well. The therapy is argued to addresses a lower sensorimotory level of functioning, where experiences are stored at a primitive level in the brain. Again, from the nursing textbook, psychodrama makes possible the mechanisms of creating or correcting experiences from a painful and dysfunctional history of the patient. Again, from the nurses. Now, I am not going to get to finish the last solution-focused therapy, but I'll certainly take that up tomorrow. And very propitiously, if I can find it, I found my notes from my dissertation. And this is what my final, out of 3 dissertation advisors, she got me through. She said, go find a notebook with an inspirational saying. It always seems impossible until it's done, by Nelson Mandela. I had 2 of these. And then I don't have any fancy pens, but I'll just show you this one. I love this color, okay? But I had some fancy pens for my students. Get something inspirational, a fancy pen, and for the dissertation or any writing you have to do for school, you can get excited about going to that notebook with that motto, with a fancy pen, and writing every day. I didn't do that myself, but towards the end, that's what it has to be if you're going to be have a doctorate, because a lot of people are all but dissertation. They do all the work and then have difficulty with the book or dissertation at the end. She helped me find ways so that when I was dry and I couldn't write, just sit down and try. Sometimes you write a paragraph and things flow from that. Okay, so what neat reference I found. How far away did it go? Oh my goodness. If I can't find it, I'll do it tomorrow. I can't believe I can't find it. Well, anyhow, it had to do with collegians. So we'll bring that up for another day. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you have a time of day that works for you, if 5 isn't working for a lot of people, I'll be glad right now for the next month to work on finding a time that is propitious for everyone. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.